say something regarding the debating?
Sure. I can't do that. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, Thursday, I will be doing an educational at my home club at TAG, which we are going to do our best to broadcast via, most likely be via Zoom, but it could be via Google Meets, where I'm going to be presenting the art of argument or the art of debate. Now, Vital Communicators and Pretoria 2000, they're not called Pretoria 2000 anymore, what are they called? Visionary Leaders. Visionary Leaders, which are two of the oldest clubs in Pretoria, are the only two clubs that still present debating. As far as I know in Gauteng, might be the only two clubs that still do it in the country.
Then there is the, what do they call it?
Caterpillar.
I haven't heard any of that.
No, they need to learn a lot. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned many years ago, debating used to be a very important part of Toastmasters. Believe it or not, there is actually even a Toastmasters manual on how to debate. And for some reason in 2001, 2002, because there were people that nobody took the mantle on afterwards, with the older Toastmasters, it just fell by the wayside. I believe it's a very important skill to have to, number one, prepare an argument, research a topic, research your opponent's possible rebuttals, and present a well-worded, well-rounded argument. Further to that, when you have a round-robin discussion, it is basically impromptu speaking on steroids, because anybody can attack you at any point, and you have to be able to defend yourself, or at least defend your opinion or your side. And it is an exceptionally critical skill. And the other thing that makes it so important to me is, I think that the younger generation, Gen Y and Gen Z, I'm not American, it's Gen Z, okay, get an incredible amount of flack for being entitled and being soft. And here's the thing, whose fault is that? It's us. There's nobody there to teach them. How on earth are they going to get better? Oh, they can't handle offense. Who taught them to be able to handle it? Nobody. Like I said, I can't change Toastmasters, but maybe we can start in our community. Hopefully with Vital and Visionary Leaders and TAG and Forum. All we can do is try. We can give it a go. If it doesn't take off, it doesn't take off. But we'll try. That's the important thing. Next week will be my first lesson. I'm hoping that August will have our first debate, our first Toastmaster style debate. Thereafter, we will have what's called an interrogative debate, which Sean has already volunteered for. What is an interrogative debate? Interrogative debate is one person presents a speech, and then a panel interrogates him or her. The panel is usually 3 or 4 experts on the particular subject, and it's no holds barred. No holds barred means it can get nasty. They can swear, they can get aggressive. Their entire objective is to make the speaker lose their cool within a certain time frame. Which I don't think is really good for Sean, because Sean is really well trained. It should actually be someone who loses their temper quickly, someone like me. But the other thing, the third type of debate that we want to host is something called the UK Parliament style, which is the way that current competitions are held. I'm not overly fond of it because it is done the way the UK Parliament is, where nothing is ever resolved. It's just very aggressive, very abrasive. But that is the way that it is done. That is the way the competitions are done these days, and I want to expose Toastmasters to it and let Toastmasters decide. If that's what you guys want to do, and that's what we do. I personally don't like it. There's many people that don't like it, but that's the way it goes. So yes, within the next couple of weeks, we'll be asking for volunteers from Vital or for who would like to stick their hand up to actually be part of the debate team, and then Lynette will probably put a few subjects up, and we're going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm going to propose that TAG be the mediating club. What does that mean? When the different members of TAG or Forum or whoever come in, they're going to write down what is their opinion on the particular topic, whether they're for or against or in the middle. When the debate is over, they'll be given their papers back, and then they have to say whether they stay the same, whether they've changed, or whether they've gone to the middle. If they were for and gone to the middle, that still counts as a win. Why? Because you were able to change the audience's mind. I didn't like last year's because there were just too many people from Visionary Leaders. They were exceptionally rude and badly behaved for a Toastmasters club. I had words with the area director and with the president of the club afterwards. I'm not very well liked at Visionary Leaders Club at the moment because, well, apparently I brought them into disrepute. I didn't. I spoke only to the director and to the president. But there is a manner of decorum that is held at any meeting or public meeting. That's what we're here to do. We're here to become professional people and to be able to present ourselves in a professional way. Right, that's it. Yes.
Because I was at that debate, and I thought it was just in the spirit of competitiveness, so that's not how debates.
No.
It's
look,
like
it's not about this. You're there to be competitive, okay? But to get drunk and start yelling loudly every time someone comes up, that's not Toastmasters. Okay? Toastmasters is a professional association, and you are expected to conduct yourself that way. Stefan, I'm not wrong. I don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Robertus, you also has
Now,
experience.
you're referring to, as opposed to the ways they behaved when we came up as speakers, not so much how they questioned us.
The other thing is the questions were all directed at you. There were 4 questions there and on one side and about 20 questions all attacking you. It was a completely unbalanced debate. And we can't have that again. Which is why I want to do it in a means where the 2 opposing clubs don't vote, the 2 opposing clubs don't have any say, they can observe. That's it. We need clubs that don't have any bias one way or the other, which is why, and the way we can work it all together is by having Forum and TAG and Vital and Visionary. Yes? Yep.
Maybe if we're building up the skill set, maybe the topics can also start off as at a more basic level and then we develop to more sophisticated topics. I'm just thinking about when I was debating in school.
Yes.
The topics we handled when we were in grade 8 were really different from the topics we handled in the trip.
Yeah. I understand. No, I understand that, and we're going to, and that's where Lynette is helping us out. Okay, so Lynette is, so we've discussed that, and Lynette is going to discuss with a few of the people that she works with on council. I don't know if you guys know So he tried again to bring debate into Toastmasters. He tried to get it into the schools, but the man was on his own. He didn't get any support, and and then he got called into executive council, and then when that happens, your time is just not your own anymore. Yeah. And and he's super excited, and he's really willing to help us out as well. So we're hoping to get him to at least 1 or 2 of our evenings. Yes, and so we'll start with visionary leaders and with Michael, and we'll go after Stefan. Did you put your hand up?
No, but if you need somebody to record the great stuff, I'll be available. I'll avail myself to do it.
Thank you very much. I think I might ask for your help for when we do the educational, because the hybrid meetings don't work. They just don't. Everybody's tried it. Everybody comes back and says it's a disaster. What I am going to do is I'm just going to broadcast it, most likely on Zoom, and then we'll just need. I've got a sound kit, but apparently everybody wants to be able to see the speaker as well, and that's a bit tough. It's actually very tough to do with limited bandwidth, but we'll see what we can do. All right. Thank you, Madam President.